Give me a second to get splits open, and then we'll be good to go. Alright, we in there. Let's do it. Alright, here comes the countdown. So, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Alright. So this is 100%. Not a lot of people run this category, so if anyone has any questions about what I'm doing, just ask. And I will do my best to answer. I'm usually pretty good at reading chat while playing this. But our main movement tech is zigzag, so just zigzag as fast as you can, and you go really fast and save a lot of time. Zigzag is faster on the PAL version, but the PAL version is slower for a number of other reasons. So we're playing on the Japanese version because the Japanese version is 45 minutes faster for this category, because there's a gigantic requirement for 100% that you don't need to do on this version. So this is the version that you run for 100%. Alright, that was decent. This is going to be world record pace, boys, because I'm going to be ahead. Yeah, this is world record pace right now. Let's do it. Alright, so that first level didn't actually have anything I need to collect. For 100%, it's just like an intro tutorial level. So I just needed to get through it. It's the shortest level in the game by far, in any category. Thanks, White Pause. So in this level, I'm going to collect these letters. They actually give you points on the Japanese version for no good reason. It doesn't really matter, but... so every level has 6, obviously, and they spell Pac-Man, also more obviously. And I have to get every single one of them to get 100% in the game. Oh, that was good lag. Alright, so the game lags there sometimes because it's very well made. There's nothing you can do about it except be angry at Namco. So we can be angry at Namco. I'm sorry, Tyzera. I don't want to. I shouldn't have spoiled the fun. That's right. In one level, I'll get them out of order, and so I won't actually get them in the order where they spell Pac-Man. So that'll be fun. All right. So here's the first maze, and to get into it, we're just gonna fall down here and swim into the trigger. Alright, so every level has one of these, except for the first one, which has 0, and except for another level later, which has 2, because of changes in this game made during development. But I have to beat every one of these. I start with full health, and power pellets make me invincible, not only to the ghosts, but to any hazards that the maze might have. The only scary part is on Japanese. If you die in a maze, you get locked out of completing it. It will just put you back in the main game. And so, if I die in a maze, I'd have to come back into the level later and do the maze again. And hilariously enough, I actually died in the last maze in the game on world record pace yesterday. So hopefully that doesn't happen again. Or if it does, I'm not on... If it does, hopefully it happens when I'm not on world record pace. This is a really bad maze for the first one because it's by far the slowest because it's underwater. It's the only underwater maze in the game because it's the only maze you actually enter underwater. So I guess that was their little gimmick for this. Uh-oh. This is not good, actually. I could die in the first maze. That would be freaking hilarious. Okay, we're good. That was almost really bad. No, it doesn't count. Of course it counts. I'm running with splits, so I'll know what the correct time is. So that barrel is a gigantic freaking barrel in the Japanese version, just because On the US version, there's like a little barrel you have to break to get up there, and so you only have one try at the letter. And so they were like, yeah, that's too mean, so let's make it so you have infinite attempts at it. Dang. You can ledge grab there, it's like the dopest strat of all time, but my zigzag was cancerously bad, so I missed it. Hello? There we go. Alright. So that was bad, because I almost died in the maze, which would have been hilarious. I'm mashing the wrong button. Alright, I'm going to die in this bonus area, even though it's slower, but that's for a very good reason, which I'll explain after the next level, because that's when it's important. Okay. Alright, I'm sad to report it's no longer world record pace, but we'll catch up. It's all good. Don't worry. Alright. Crazy Cannonade. There's a skip at the start of this level that makes the routing, like, way better. You can get behind this door early. Like that. Because that wall just doesn't exist. Because why would it exist? Ooh, that boost, this is gonna crash 2 strats there. Yeah, so by getting behind the banana door, I get to keep this banana for later in the level, and which saves a detour. And by getting that apple and not using it on the door I'm supposed to, I also cut out backtracking, because this is the apple you're supposed to use for that door. But I'll just get that one now, and use it later as well. Use it coming up in a little bit here. Alright, so here's another skip into a maze, except this one's like laughably easy. Because you just walk into this corner and fall down. Because there's just a hole in the floor there. Alright, so this maze is actually easier on the other versions of the game. On the US version it has multiple dead ends, which is terrible design for a maze if you ask me. And it's really annoying. But this version has no dead ends because it's the baby version, so... I don't know how that ghost hit me. I should have grabbed that dart. Hello? Is my D-pad doing fun things? Alright. Oh, that was bad. Okay. Okay, I'm getting extra lives because you die a lot in this game, especially in this category, and so I'm going to be getting a bunch of lives. Also, yes, don't stretch this game. I used to play this game in 16:9. It looks terrible, so don't do that. This is the last letter. Again, gonna get this one up for reasons. Okay. And I have full health here, so dying is like not gonna happen, so we're good. Again, the Japanese version refills your health like everywhere, which is nice. And here's Puka, who isn't a Pac-Man character, but he is a Namco character, so they threw him in here. Alright, so this bonus round I am going to exit out of. Because it helps me set up for this boss. this is the first boss of the game, HMS Windbag. And how he works is the first thing you do is you run off the edge. And the next thing you do is beat him, like that. So that's a major glitch in this game that lets you skip entire levels. And how it works is when you are in a bonus round, there are multiple ways to end a bonus round, which are die, get everything, run out of time, or exit level, except they forgot that you can exit level, and so exit level doesn't actually change the flag that you're in a bonus. So if you exit level, you can do one of those other things to exit the bonus round of whatever level the game has you in at that point. So yeah. And so I use that to skip all the bosses in this category except the last one, because you're not allowed to skip the last boss. Because although it gives you credit for beating him and you get 100%, you don't trigger the cutscene that ends the game. So so you're not allowed to do that. Plus it would make the run really stupid, so we decided that, you know. Okay. Alright, so this letter here, this is not intended. They just didn't put that low enough, so you can just bounce right down there and get it. I'm going to do a skip here where I grab this ledge and fall to the right, which lets me fall into this water out of bounds, which lets me skip doing the puzzle in that room, which takes way too long and is really boring. Alright, now I have to death abuse after this water section because the spiky fishies got me. So we're going to hit this check and die. Nice, got that first try, and so I'd use that to skip behind this maze door. That saves a decent chunk. Also, Shadow, I think you PM me what countdown when I'm ready, but I've already started. I don't know if that message just got delayed or something, but... So this is one of the easier mazes in the game, just because the route works out really nicely, and it's an early maze, so it's not too hard. Some of the later mazes are pretty scary, so hopefully I won't die in those. Otherwise I'd lose a lot of time, although I do have some backups. Alright. So the nice thing is after that maze, that thing doesn't move again, which is a good feeling. Let me skip over here. So I grabbed the bell earlier so I can get in here. You can actually get in that door without the bell, but it's not faster since the bell is like on the way. And that's the case for a lot of doors in this game, is you can get behind them without needing the fruit, but the fruit that you use to open it is on the way, so you might as well just get it. Okay. Hit the switch. Okay. So that's Crisis Cavern. And now again, I'm going to Death Abuse in this bonus round as well. Just so I don't have to play the next level deathless, because not dying in the next level is a good meme. So this is technically not optimal, but it's like, this is what you do. Alright, so this is the level with 2 mazes in it, and that's because there was supposed to be an extra level in this area of the game, but it got cut in development. They just squished it into this one. So here's a skip. This wall loses collision up just high enough for you to get over. That, funny enough, that's patched on the PAL version. Even though you jump higher on PAL, you still can't do that. So they fixed that for some reason. I don't know how you could have missed that in testing, because you can just bounce up against that wall and fall over it and die in casual play, because it's not high enough. And you have to lure this spider down by standing under him for just a little bit there. It's technically possible to get past him, but I have no idea how to do it. I just know it's possible. Okay. That was weird. Okay. So here's maze number 1. This one I have to actually open legitimately. Like, I think I haven't opened any of them legitimately yet. This one I have to open legitimately. There's no known way behind this one, sadly. Also, the lava sound effect in this maze is extremely loud, and I have no idea why. But it just is, so my apologies. So again, the power pellets make me invincible, so those fireballs, I can just walk right underneath them and they won't hurt me. As long as I have a power pellet active, which is real nice. Okay. Alright, so here's the box of death. Let's see if it actually kills me. Okay, we did not get killed by the box of death. So that box is annoying because it's real easy to like bounce on it, break it, and then fall off. And how boxes in this game work is if they have anything they have in them, once you break them, if you die and didn't collect what was in it, it disappears forever. So that melon would just vanish, and I wouldn't be able to get that letter and would have to re-enter the level, which would be really bad, obviously. I don't want that to happen. Alright, here's another maze door. This one you can skip behind, but the skip is incredibly stupid, and I've only ever gotten it a few times, so we're not going to do it. I think it saves, like, the better part of 45 seconds if you get it quickly, but it's really, really dumb. It involves a stupid clip to get out of bounds, and then you have to do a blinded jump while out of bounds around the corner to land behind the door, and if you miss it, you die. And if you go back in bounds, then you have to get the stupid clip again, so yeah. Would not recommend, honestly. Okay. Alright, so this maze on the US version has, you can see the spots where there are no dots in those corners there, and there's supposed to be spears that pop out of the ground that have terrible hitboxes. So on the US version, you basically have to play this with the zoomed in camera so you can actually see what the heck is going on. But on the Japanese version, there are no spears, so I don't have to do that. So this becomes one of the more annoying mazes, or turns one of the more annoying mazes into a really, really easy one. Which is nice. And again, I want to avoid eating ghosts where possible, but sometimes they're just in my way. Oh, did stream rip? I hope not. It's a camera recording, so even if this, like, something magical happens on this run, we're still in there. Alright. So this section of the level is pretty hard. First, I really want to get this jump. Nice. That gives me the chance of avoiding a death abuse. We'll see what happens. Okay, that's the first damage boost. So if I didn't get that jump, I'd have to do that one twice, and I'd have to death abuse at the top of this section. Okay, so there's two, and here's the third one. This is the one that saves the most time. Damn. I got robbed there because I bonked the ledge. That was stupid. So I'll get this one up because it's a marathon. And then death abuse and try again. That was really dumb. Oh, okay, that was a pitiful attempt, so let's try again. Oh, I had it and then let go, of course. There we go. So I guess fourth try is the charm. So that was bad, but what are you gonna do? Forgot that thing doesn't stop on the Japanese version. Okay, so dying here after you hit that switch is like a humongous time loss. Alright, so now I have to hope for good RNG. That is decent RNG because I guessed right. Bananas spawn randomly in that maze, up to 5 of them. I obviously don't need 5, I just need 1. Because I need to open this door here. And that's it for that level. And again, I'm going to exit out of this bonus round. So the next level's a boss, so we want to skip bosses because they're slow. Again, you only have to, like, beating the boss, like, all you have to do is beat the level, and so using this glitch to skip the level counts for that. Also, I just dropped a few frames there. I accidentally started streaming and I'm on the wireless, so hopefully bad things don't happen. Because I don't normally stream off wireless, but... Alright, so this is the best world in the game, space levels. So get hype. Definitely, I think, the most memorable, for good reasons, for anyone who's ever played this game. Okay, that hit doesn't really matter. Again, there's a maze coming up, and you get your health refilled in mazes, so... I tried to throw a dot to break that box, and without realizing that I didn't have any. Okay. So this maze has a really cool strat that saves absolutely no time at all, but it looks really cool if I get it, because it's really precise. And it just involves me not taking damage at the start here, so let's see if we can pull it off. So I have to turn around just before I get hit here. That was probably too early. And then I won't get hit by this laser. Dang, I was off by like a frame or two. It doesn't matter, that isn't a time saver or anything, it just looks cool. Alright, so that's that maze. was weird. What the heck? There we go. So this is a skip I found. Bouncing on this wall was known to get over the gate, but I found you could use it to get behind that door, and that saves a lot of time. And then we'll just do it again to get over the gate. It's a really good cycle. Bad cycle on that guy. If that guy's in a good position, you can bounce off his head to skip a platform here, but he was in a terrible position, so... So that's that level. That was almost a best egg, actually, on that level. It was less than a second off. Pretty good. Okay. I'm gonna get this one up again. I'm getting one ups just because it's easy to die in this game, especially in this category. There are also multiple death abuses in this category, so... Alright, so again, this maze door I'm gonna skip behind because you can just jump around that. Shout out to House of Pain, jump around. Alright, this maze is really annoying on the other versions of the game because all the lasers hurt you all the time, but with the power pellet invincibility in the Japanese version, this maze just becomes laughably easy. You just walk through that one, walk through that one, walk through that one. I probably would have already died multiple times on the US version. So that's that maze. Done. That one's one of the ones that's like earlier in the level. Like, I've only gotten one letter and I already have the maze. Alright, I'm gonna go for this strat and not get it. Oh, I got it. Let's go, baby. So that jump is really hard and saves like 2 seconds. And here's Professor Pac, our boy. I pressed circle and got a bounce there. That is interesting. That's not supposed to happen. You can reconfigure your controls in this game, but I play with the default controls, so... have to do that to spawn the A, and then the N is like right at the end of this level. My life count is good, so I won't get any at the end of this level. I'll just end it. Let's get this and get to the end. I think I've only died twice. So. Again, Death Abuse here because playing levels deathless in this game is annoying as heck. Save time again. Alright, gimme space. This is one of my favorite levels in the game. It also has a checkpoint right at the start for no reason. There's a skip later in this level that I'm like guaranteed to fail just because I, for some reason, am never consistent at it, but hopefully we get it like within a reasonable number of tries. I won't go for it like 100 times because if you miss it, you die. So I'll go for it like twice, and if I still can't get it, I'll just do what you're supposed to. So that platform that sticks out to the side, that isn't on the US version, so you have to bounce off the little box there to get that. And if you miss it, you know, like tough luck. Although you can get up there, it's really hard. That was weird. There we go. And so the M is just over here, so we just run over here, get it, and fireballs destroy part of our path. Not too scary. And then this door is the one that's skippable, so let's see. Okay. Nice. Got the ledge grab first try and got the bounce second try, so that's good. Hello? That was weird. There we go. And then the last letter is just down this path. Then the Galaxian's right up here. I'm just going to skip right up here and grab it. That's actually far easier than doing that area the intended way. I highly recommend, if anyone ever casually plays this game, to not do that area the intended way, because it will confuse you and just make you extremely angry. Because depth perception is like lol. You can't see where anything is, and you just die, and you get mad, and then you don't want to play the game, and then you make me sad. So don't do that. I ate a lot of ghosts in that maze, so it wasn't particularly good. And the movement in the level wasn't particularly good, losing a bunch of time here. But this level was actually really good in the record, so... good. Again, exit out of there because I don't want to fight this boss. Because he's slow. Shoutouts to the Rixer for making that emote. Alright, now the game gets much more difficult than the back half. The funhouse is probably the hardest platforming in the game. Although the mazes are quite easy here, so that kind of helps to make up for it, I guess. This is a level played in any percent, which is my main category in this game, and so it might look like I'm reasonably competent at this level because I've done it thousands of times. That room was clean. Somewhat like Spyro, climbing stairs in this game can be kind of annoying because your jump isn't super great and the butt bounce is slow, so you don't want to butt bounce like up all of them because that's just dumb. Nice lag. Invisible floor. Okay. So I've gotten 10,000 points in this level, which means I'll get an extra life after I beat it, which is slower, but it's really hard to avoid on this level, even though this is like a short level, because it's really easy to just like eat a bazillion ghosts in this maze. So... okay. Now I just gotta get to the end, which is really close. It's right here. And that's it for that level. Alright, this level's one of the more difficult ones in this category. In particular, there's a skip right at the start that saves like 15 seconds. That's pretty hard, but let's see if we can get it. Nice. So you may think, like, why did you do that when the strawberry is right here? Couldn't you just grab that and gone down anyways? But there's another strawberry door later in this level, and I want to use this strawberry for that one. I'm trying, Cam. Good, got that, like, early-ish cycle there. Ooh, that zigzag was not good. Okay, that was scary. Those platforms are really annoying. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little clip coming up here. Right, bounce on some scenery right here. Easy peasy. And so I can use this strawberry that I got early in the level to open that door, as opposed to getting that one that's in that box there. It's a little faster to skip the first door. Alright. So here's the maze. This door is skippable, but I don't think it's faster, and I don't even know how to do this skip, so... And I'm leaving that switch intact, even though you're supposed to hit it, because I'm actually going to use it to skip doing what I'm supposed to do by hitting it, if that makes any sense at all. Okay. Another maze here. Again, these funhouse mazes aren't particularly difficult. The real scary mazes are in the end game. The last hubs mazes are actually fairly challenging, and it's like it's way more than remotely likely that I'll die in one of them and have to redo it. Though there's a backup strat in case that happens. So. Good maze. Alright, so that switch I left intact, you're supposed to hit it, and then it raises a set of stairs on the other side of these platforms. But what I'm going to do is, during the cutscene when the stairs are going up, I'm going to grab the ledge to where they take me by just bouncing on this and holding left. And so that's faster. So that's why I left the switch intact. I missed the dot throw, so I'm going to miss this theme probably. I could have made that about 800 times. Whatever, alright. So I want to get hit here at least once, and so I'll get hit by this third guy here. And then I'm going to go for a really hard 3D jump, where I jump on the inside of this thing and then jump again on the outside. Like that. Literally free. And that saves about 15 seconds. Supposed to having to come towards the screen, ride an elevator up, and then go back away from the screen. Alright. Get the checkpoint over there, so I don't have to care about platforming. Tank my way across, death abuse. Go back over here, get this. And continue. You can make it across these platforms all in one cycle. It's much easier on this version because this last set moves way slower on the Japanese version. I don't know why, but it moves way slower. On the US version, you can like catch it if you're really good, but you don't even need to be like really good to catch it in this version. And again, dying here because playing the next level without dying is a hot meme. Alright, that was the best seg by 3 seconds, so yeehaw. That was a pretty good level. I'll take it. Alright, spin dizzy. That's a good start. Let's try that again. There we go. Yeehaw, what's up, guest? Oh, that movement was sketchy but optimal, and then I died anyways. Alright, so I've already died twice in this level, that's good. Hello? Okay. So there's 3 1-ups in this level that I get, so... There's 1, here's 2. Alright, so coming up is another Galaxian door skip. This one is deceptively difficult, although it looks really easy. It's really easy to screw up. So let's hope I don't screw it up, because it's a really annoying one to fail. Go away. Alright, got it. I'm not sure if this was a good route. I totally just made up this route on the spot. Usually not a good idea to improvise in a marathon. But that's what we're doing, so... Shoutouts to our boy Sky, known legend of this game, who found most of the stuff that you're seeing me do. Also, yes, you can grab nothing there. And there's the third life I'll get. Use the lemon I grabbed earlier in the level to open that door. I'll get this checkpoint because it's a marathon, and that's why I got it. This checkpoint isn't on the US version. Alright, and then this door is also skippable. The side doesn't exist. Okay. Yeah, so on the US version you have to do that whole section with no checkpoints, and then in their infinite wisdom, they put two right next to each other. Alright, so I'm gonna go back here. So I can get behind that early, and then if I hurry, I can catch this. Good. No! Okay. Didn't lose any time. It's all good. Although that was really close to losing a lot of time. And or dying. Here's Baby Pac. Yeah, that was a bad level. I died, what, 3 times? It's okay. So again, I'm going to exit out of this one because next level is a boss level, so... Cool. Alright, so that's 4 of 6 worlds done. Now we go into World 5. Factory. This has got... So whereas the funhouse tries to kill you by having pits everywhere, the factory tries to kill you by having literally everything damage you. So... pretty much everything here will hurt me. There's steam everywhere, there's enemies everywhere. So it's just not a pleasant experience. I missed that checkpoint, but it doesn't matter. I guess I'll get it now, but... You can get down here without opening that door, but you get stuck because the elevator doesn't follow you. So it's you have to exit the level. Which is a shame because the skip would save like a few seconds. Alright, so this door is skippable. Let's see if we can get this reasonably quickly. This is one of the more precise skips in the game. Bouncing on this little ledge here. Come on. Get up there. There we go. No! I didn't do the movement correctly after I got the bounce. Get up there, please. What the heck? There we go. That was pretty bad. Probably not going to save time on this level anymore because of that, but oh well. So that's that maze. Another. Again, the factory mazes aren't too hard. The third one is a little difficult, but once you know what you're doing, it's fine. Again, like, see, here's my point. Like, just damage. Everything hurts you. So you gotta be on your toes. Right? Like, I didn't even hit that guy and he hurt me, so. Really? What? Okay, that was pure robbery. I totally made that. The game said no, though. What? Okay. I'll probably die here because I have no health. Okay. If the health situation ends up like they did there, it's faster for me to death abuse out of there than to swim back out. But only if your health is, you know, really low, like if mine was there. So it was worth it in my case. Yeah, losing a boatload of time here. PB was still possible, even though I'm pretty far behind, but it's probably not possible anymore. I guess it's still technically possible, but it probably won't happen. We'll see, though. Alright, this level is one of the best songs in the game, so enjoy. Okay, that is... I think I zigzagged too much at the start there. And screwed up my cycles. You're supposed to land on that one. When you go too fast. Okay. With a tight jump, you can jump through those two steam things and not take damage. So here I have to just eat 10 dots. And let the ace one. Somehow I knew that was gonna happen. How did I get hit by that? Okay. Now we're in the maze. For this level, again, this maze is pretty easy. Good. Okay. So I'm gonna go for a cool strat here that could lose me a enormous amount of time if I fail it. Okay, that was almost really bad. Okay. So if you mess that up, you get stuck, and it's like essentially like an embed, and I'd have to re-enter the level and do everything I just did again. If you do that wrong. That section was terrible. You can get out of this section with the chrome ball if your movement is good, but I got stuck on everything. And I don't want to use this elevator because it's slow, so we'll just bounce on those things. Because that's fast. I was contemplating getting that extra life, and then I realized that I'm going to get 2 extra lives in this level. Well, 2 more, so we're all good. Jump through that wall. Actually, I'm gonna get that. I want that. And so for that level wasn't good either. That basically killed any chances I had of getting record with this run. Unless I find like a minute in best segs in the back half of the game. Alright, so this level is the first place where disaster can really strike, so it probably will. So skipping behind that first door lets me use the cherry that I'm supposed to use to open it later in the level, and which saves a lot of time. Oh, that's not good. Alright, I'm gonna actually get this life over here now. Okay. You can skip this maze door, but it's never been replicated, so... So if you don't have a route, this maze is pretty bad. Because it's very hard to get to places in this maze, because it's just getting to the edges is really hard, and then once you're on the edges, getting back into the middle is also hard. And then we'll see more mazes in the run that I'm doing after this, because you get to see 10 more minutes of them when I do arrangement, so get ready for that. that's not good. Okay. Just haven't done that jump in an eternity. Having only 1 health here is, I'll just say bad. But I can roll with it. If I had 0, I would absolutely death abuse, but with 1, I'm feeling confident enough to roll with 1 here. Alright, so here's where the scary part begins. Next, like, minute or 2 is the scary part. Oh, that's not good. I have to go back up for this now, because I don't come back down here. Alright, now I have to do this clip. I just swim out of bounds here. Come on, baby. Let me out, please. There we go. I guess that lets me get around a checkpoint so I can death abuse back into the main room when I'm done with everything, assuming I do everything correctly. Which is, you know. So that clip is easier if you're standing there with the chrome ball and just holding triangle. Which is why I was mad I missed the C, because I had to go back for the C, because you don't, you only make 1 trip down here in this level, with this route. Okay, so that's hard part 1. Now I gotta get over this check and break this box before this runs out. Good. Okay. So that's scary part A. Okay, now I'm really scared, because now I have no HP. So scary part B is now I have to do the rest of this and not get hit, even though I got hit there, which is bad. And the reason I got hit is because in these underwater levels, when you swim past like a load trigger, the game thinks you're on land for a second, and so I thought I was on land for a second, and it forced me up because I was holding X. Like you could see it there a little bit, I blinked like full yellow because of that. Okay. So first, I'm going to get the peach from this box because that lets me get the bell, so I don't have to do bell door skip. Although it would like be like super technically faster to do bell door skip in this category. You're already down here, so you might as well grab it. And so it lets me death abuse back into the first room here, because I bypassed a checkpoint by going out of bounds. And so now I can just come back to this room, get the key, and get the heck out of here. Or death abuse again, so that I don't let the so I keep the water level from rising. Which lets me take a chrome ball all the way to the end of the level, basically. Saves even more time. Okay. There we go. Sets down the tubes. And the end of Hub 5, basically. Again, exit level. Yo, Viper. Thanks. So that's Chrome Keeper. Now we go into the last world of the game, World 6. This is, I would say, probably actually the hardest part of the run. This first level in particular is definitely one of the hardest in this run, and one of the harder ones in the game. So let's hope it goes well. So Still got a banging tune. Good. Alright, so this is one of the scary mazes. It's fairly easy to die in here, because this is a hard maze, so let's hope I don't die. There's a lot of dots, and a lot of ghosts, and a lot of hazards, so definitely one of the harder ones. I didn't see Pinky there, she almost got me. I'll take that hit, that's fine. Okay, we're good. Okay, got out of there. Always a scary maze, no matter how many times you do it. Always, always pretty spoopy in there. Okay. Okay, that was weird. That ledge is really funky. It's actually really hard to grab it. Like, more than... harder than, like, most ledges in this game. Okay. What? That's garbage, dude. I was going for, like, the monstrous best egg, and then I got robbed by the video game. Eben. Get the letter. Hello? So I'm in no hurry here because I have to wait for this to go up and down. And it's not faster to die and do that section again, so... just gotta wait it out, I'm afraid. Hello? Zigzagged too hard, again. What's funny is I probably still could have golded this level even with that death, but now I definitely can't. How did I miss that? I rolled right through it. This is a well-made game. Okay. Yeah, that was a bad level. Alright, Creepy Catacombs. Another good level. Probably, like, the best music in the game to set the ambiance for the level it is in. This music fits this level really well. This is the other scary maze. I guess the last one is scary too, because since I died yesterday, but this one is definitely scarier. So I thought it was a good idea to completely make up a route. Good job, me. That route wasn't awful, but it definitely wasn't better than my normal route, so we're never doing that again. Good to know. Need to find a better route in that maze, like, if I'm being perfectly honest. I don't like my route for that one. Jump really early there. Hello? Swag roll. Shoutouts to me for finding that skip. Got stuck on nothing. Okay, this is not good. Not a position I want to be in right now. Almost the best seg, not quite though. That end was played very poorly. It's only a second off of my gold, and I lost like a good 10 seconds in that level, so you know, fun times for everyone. What? That strat, I swear that strat just doesn't work on J, even though, like, it should. Kinda need that. Yeah, so again, this is the last level before the final boss. Really? Alright, last maze. It's not dying here like I did yesterday. Alright, we're good. Cool. Alright, so after I beat this maze, a message is going to pop up that no one can read. It says Marathon released, and so Marathon mode is normally a requirement for 100%ing the game, but not on the Japanese version, which is, again, why we run the Japanese version. And by we, I mean I, because no one runs this game. And that is a message that's saying I got all the letters. So there's Miss Pac. Save her, beat the level. Alright, so normally I exit out of this bonus round, and then, because it's faster, but then if I die on talk, my run doesn't count. And so since this isn't gonna gold, I'm just gonna die here. If it was gonna gold, I would have taken the risk, even though it's a marathon. Now it's time for talk, so... Last boss, only boss we fight in this run. And he's pretty hard, but he's easier on this version because you don't have ghosts going around and pestering you. This is pretty bad RNG so far. I need him with 31 dots, and he throws 10 at a time, so I have to wait for him to throw dots 4 times. And I just have to hit all 4 of these switches on the floor to get him, to bring him to the center of the arena, and then bounce on his head. And I can hit his head from the floor because it goes low enough. You almost killed me there. What is with this aggression? Really? Yes! There we go, there's some marathon luck for you. There's absolutely nothing you can do about that. I'd like to point out I did exactly what was intended there, and the game killed me. So, you know, good on you, Namco. And the camera angle say screwed up here. So if I'd actually exited out of the bonus round, my run would have ended there, because it would have given me credit for beating him, and I could have saved the game, and my save would have said 100%, but I wouldn't have played the end cutscene, so it wouldn't have counted. Don't you just love running this game? Alright, let's see if he kills me again. This is honestly really hard with this camera. Okay, I think it's centered on him again. Time is coming up. I'm gonna get a freaking perfect phase 3 time. Still a 122. Even with that complete garbage. That phase 3 was like hilariously good, of course it was after he killed me. You know, because why get a good phase 2 or phase 3 when it matters? TBH. So that run was pretty average everywhere except Barrel Blast. That level was good. Which is cool. There's 100%. Yeehaw.